Hello, hello. Hello and welcome, boils and ghouls and all the creeps in between. Midnight Cryptworx here. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right, so I first of all apologize for the jumping. I'm on my bed, okay, and my husband is actually on the desktop computer playing his game before work. So I'm on the laptop, and I am sorry I don't have a table or anything in here. I have to use my bed. I apologize. I apologize. But we're gonna do, or I'm gonna do, element signs for this week. I was planning on doing it tonight, around 6:30. But I actually have plans to go to the gym because my sister doesn't get off till late and she invited me, and I really need to go. Okay. I need to get rid of this. So that's why I'm on here now, okay? So we're gonna do all element signs, fire, earth, water, air, as usual. And this week is the 10th through the 16th, which is today through Sunday. All right. Excuse me. All right. So I got my candle going over here. Right there, you can barely see it because it's black, but it's okay. My protection candle. And I am not really going to cleanse my deck this time. I'm just gonna kind of cleanse it this way around my candle, because I keep my invertebrates in this room, my tarantulas and my velvet spiders. So you're not supposed to like burn incense or anything with like fragrance around them because they can get this thing called DKS, and it's very awful. It's like an awful disease for arachnids. But that's why I'm not doing that. So it's all good. The cards don't really feel that icky to me. So, if you know me, I cleanse when they feel icky. Like I don't clean it or cleanse it every time. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're gonna get started. So, if I have time, which I'm sure I will, if you guys have any questions, as usual, I will do some free readings at the end, okay? Um, Disclaimers. Even though nobody's in here yet, which is fine. Y'all aren't really used to me getting on this early. Um, Disclaimers. I do not believe in fate. I do not Y'all know I can't talk either. I do not believe in fate. I don't believe in destiny. I believe that the tarot can show us the future that has the most energy behind it, but our choices, as well as the people's choices around us, can definitely impact that future. Okay. So, as long as we can see the potentials, then we can change it if need be, if we want to, if we don't like what we see. Okay. Um, this is for entertainment purposes only. But, this is YouTube, this is America, and I have to say that. So, yeah, if you would like if you like a private reading with me, all the links are down below. Um, and please like and subscribe. Okay, we're gonna get started with fire signs: Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. All right, let's do this thing. Again, so sorry for the bouncy bouncy. I hope it doesn't get on your nerves. If it's really bad, just let me know if it gets on your nerves, and I will definitely try not to do this again, okay? All right. Whew. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. What messages do we have for this week? My grandma is about to turn 92 this Thursday, and then on the same day, which is very interesting, my goddaughter is going to be 13. So, yeah, Aries season. This is for you, Aries, and other fire signs. Okay, one more shuffle and we'll get started. I hope y'all can hear me okay. Shoot. The microphone is like green, but It's only one little dot. If anybody is in here, please write in the chat if you can hear me. Please, please, please. Because if not, then that would suck. Ah, and I left. Let me just make sure this is working. I'm gonna see on my phone real quick because I don't trust myself. Let me see. I think it's working. I think it's working. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, let's get started. Hello, guys. I am on fire signs. I haven't even started yet, so you are on time. Thank you so much for the likes. All right, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Let's do this for this coming week. So far, so good. Hello, hello. Okay, so first of all, fire signs. Thank you for the likes, guys. We have a Four of Wands, which is a awesome gorgeous card. So this usually means about family dynamic, home structure, things like that, because if you see there's obviously a family in the picture, and then there's like the pillars or the wands that are like trying to represent pillars and like represent home, right? So this is definitely going to be a week of being with your loved ones, your family members, and that probably still kind of resonates with yesterday, because yesterday was Easter for some of you celebrate Easter. So this is probably energy uh reminiscing or resonating or whatever residual from yesterday. But we also have the Empress right here. Again, another beautiful card. Now, Empress is like the mommy of the deck, okay? So they're very nurturing, they're very loving. They're the person or the energy that you go to when you need guidance, when you need, support and things like that. So if you're this is for somebody who's like maybe planning on visiting their mom or something, if you still have your mom, or if you have one, um, or like something about like maybe traveling home, like if you don't live in the same state that you grew up in or the same state that your family is in or town or whatever. This is about like going home, spending time with your family, and kind of like really being in that energy, right, this week. And we also have the Hermit reverse. So at the same time, when you're going to back home or go visit some loved ones, some friends, some family members, friends, stuff like that. This card, the Hermit Reverse, is kind of inviting you to go outside your comfort zone in some type of way. I am going to pull more cards, just to kind of clarify. But this is like, coming out of your comfort zone, because usually the Hermit, is really comfortable being alone and being comfortable um, being with themselves and getting to know themselves, in a more uh personal type of way, a spiritually type of way. But reverse, this is about like coming out of that shell and doing something you wouldn't normally do. Okay. So for example, if you are going home back to family or back to friends or even friendship, right? um let's say that they have a plan to go bungee jumping or something, and you are like, oh hell no, I would never do that, right? This is kind of inviting you just to kind of um take in the choice and kind of resonate with it and see if it would be something you'd like to do. Of course, it doesn't have to be that dramatic to go bungee jumping. It's just an example, just do something that you wouldn't normally do with this family dynamic here. All right, let me pull some more fire signs. Again, I'm so sorry for the bouncy bouncy. I'm on my bed. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, wow, that's a good reading for you, fire signs. Wow, okay. Let me get a clarifier on this world right here. Mm, okay. Yeah, I mean, I see. So this might coincide with this Empress card. So if you have a mother figure that's like very straight to the point, like doesn't really beat around the bush, that this could pertain to them. But this is just a feminine energy that again doesn't beat around the bush. Is very intellectual because swords are about communication and about intellect, right? And intuition, so again, that could definitely go with the emperor, the intuition part. But this is a person who will tell you like it is and will expect you to be able to handle it. Okay. So yeah, that's what that's talking about. So that could be your mother figure or a big sister or, even a brother if they're very feminine, just somebody who's like, cuts through the bullshit and will tell you like it is. Okay. We also have a Wheel of Fortune, y'all. Look how beautiful this card is. If it'll focus. There we go. And this is literally about good luck. And for some people, it can be about karma, but I personally don't believe in like karma as like a consciousness aspect of karma. I believe in cause and effect. Um but this card is just saying like if you see it's like a wheel, so when you're at the toppity top of life, just loving it and it's great, everything's perfect. Guess what? The only way you could go is down, right? You can't go any higher if you're at the top already. So if you're at the bottom, guess what? You're at rock bottom, all you can go is up. Okay, so I definitely see that this is upright, so it's definitely a good thing. So you might be down previously or kind of in a spot where you don't feel comfortable or you don't like. Well, that's going to change. Your luck is going to change and it's going to get it's going to excuse me, it's going to get better with this card. I always start hiccuping when I try to talk. Anyway, um also we have the World, again, another major card. The World is about endings, but it's also about um, taking in everything that you've learned from the journey that you just went through. This could be work, your social life, love, family, anything that you can really think of. But some cycle has ended, and you can start over now with new lessons that you've learned from this previous journey, right? And I think and one thing that is really good that is ending for you, fire sign, is this anxiety ridden state that you are in, because we have the 9 of Swords reverse. If you look at 9 of Swords upright, she's in bed, she's got swords all around her. So this to me means, anxiety, nightmares, not getting enough sleep, possibly getting too much sleep. You know what I mean? There's not a balance between healthy and, not healthy, I guess. So with this being reversed and with the World, it's an ending of something, right? So I definitely see that there's a lot of anxiety and nightmares and stuff that's going to be ending this week too, which is great because you're coming out of this cycle, cycle of whatever it is. It's changing your luck and you're moving away from a lot of um possibly trauma, or just healing from trauma, or just getting away from a lot of anxiety and things that you feel like you can't control, right? But you're gaining control of it, which is great. All right, let's move on to earth signs, because I mean that was a great message, I'm not gonna lie. Fire signs. All right, so we're gonna go on to earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I see there's a couple people watching me, so I will be doing free readings after this if you want to stick around or come back or whatever. And if you have a question, you can go ahead and put it in the comments right now, and I'll put you on the list. And I will get to you when I'm done with these horoscopes. All right, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Mhm. And thank you again to whoever came Saturday night and let me read for you. That was really fun. Thank you. I love doing that. And again, I'm gonna try to make it consistent. I'm gonna try to come on more than once a week, but at least once a week and doing the free readings. All right, Earth signs. What signs, messages, anything that our Earth signs need to know about this week, 16th through or 16th, 10th through the 16th. All right. Hello, hello, guys. I am currently on Earth signs, and we're looking at what this week entails. Okay, so kind of like the opposite of fire signs here. Let me get a context card on this and a context card on this. Oh, let's see. Give me one more. Like, what is happening? Okay. All right. So, earth signs. First of all, the oh, hi, Mary. Thank you so much. I'm glad you can hear me. Okay. So earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The first thing that Spirit Guides wants to talk about is your finances. So we have the Seven of Pentacles right here. So this is about, you are finally getting what you are owed or what you paid. Let's say that somebody owes you money and they've been procrastinating or something. They're finally going to pay you. Or if you're waiting on like a loan or anything like that, this is about like you already planted your seeds, you already waited for it to grow. Now you're picking the apples from the trees, right? You're getting your payments now. So that's a good thing. And also, if you were waiting on some kind of confirmation for like a loan or any kind of financial help in that way, I think you're going to get a yes on that. And I think you're going to start getting the benefits. Okay. So yeah, that's great. Okay. So, um, when it comes to like the family dynamic and things like that, um not looking too great. We have again the Four of Wands, but this time it's reversed. But we also have Queen of Swords and Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, so this is telling me that there is a very strong feminine energy around like your family life, or if you are very close to your friends and like call them your family, that can mean that too. That this female is like a little overly aggressive, and she might yell a lot at you, just kind of mean. Okay, that's what I'm picking up with this Queen of Swords reversed. But we also have the Ten of Cups reversed. So this queen is affecting family, definitely. This person, like the way they talk and the way they communicate, is not only affecting like them or who they're talking to, but it's affecting like the reputation and their family. Because Ten of Cups reversed, this is about like um having a family and being fulfilled at one point, but then it goes kind of sideways for some reason. This is like emotional fulfillment, right? But it some there's a little snag or tangle in it, and I think it's because of that Queen of Swords. But we also have the Four of Wands reverse. So this is about like, like I said earlier with fire signs, this is about home and your home life and structure and your house and your family and things like that. But usually when I get this card reversed, this is about like if you were planning on going home and, like, visiting your family, like I said, if you don't live near your family anymore, they live in another town or something, or even in another house. It doesn't even have to be another town. Maybe you were planning on coming home and visiting, but the plans either got canceled or got postponed or something like that this week, or signs. Um, and this can also mean if you have a person in your family from the military or from the government or something like that, um, they could have plans to come home and that gets postponed or canceled or something like that. Okay. Just something to think about. But yeah, this Queen of Swords is, I think, the issue in this family dynamic here for some reason. Um, we also have, ooh, my eye is burning. The world reversed. So again, the world is about an ending of something and kind of taking what you've learned from the journey you've been through and applying that and then applying that while you kind of start again in a new journey, right? Because the world is like the last major arcana in the deck. So when this happens, you go right back to the Fool and you start over again. But you've learned a lot, when you do that. But with this being reversed, this is either an ending that should have ended or something that should have ended or something that did end, but you didn't learn your lesson when what with whatever happened in the journey, okay? Page of Wand reversed. Yeah, I feel like you didn't learn your lesson. And the lesson was to um be comfortable and be able to express who you are on the inside without anybody caring, okay? So if I get Page of Wands upright, it usually to me um could represent LGBTQIA, doesn't have to be. But sometimes it does. With that being said, they are, unapologetically who they are and they express who they are and they don't hold back, right? And it's kind of like um not being afraid to be who you are, right? So I think that was kind of the lesson that you are supposed to learn with whatever journey you're on right now, and I think that was kind of missing for some reason. And maybe it's because of this family member, maybe they don't accept you like you want them to, and you know what, we can't change people, unfortunately. All right, let me pull some more for signs. What else for this week? Yeah, even though you possibly didn't learn your lesson in that journey or whatever, I think it's very important to know that you do have the strength to deal with it. And if you don't know that now, you will soon. You'll find your strength soon. Let me pick one more card for this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Four of Wands, Four of Swords right here. So this to me is about rest and self-care. So usually when I get this means that burnout is going to be coming soon if you don't take care of yourself. So spirit guides definitely want you to make sure you have enough sleep, make sure you have enough rest, make sure you have enough breaks for work or whatever you do. Do something for yourself. Take a bubble bath, get a massage, get your nails done. Go golfing or whatever you like to do, to relax. Because burnout is a possibility and it's probably going to come here quicker than you expect. Um, yeah, so just, keep that in mind. Spirit guys think that that's important. So, strength card, again, that's why I was talking about, your strength that you're gonna find is on top of all of this stuff that we talked about with the Queen of Swords and the family dynamic and everything. So I definitely think it thank you for the likes. It might take some time it might take, some work on yourself, but I definitely see that you are going to find the strength you need. And this is one of my favorite cards. I just love this card. Um, but yeah, this isn't only about outer strength, but about inner strength too. And knowing how to be calm and collected during confrontation or diversity, it doesn't show you in this card, but usually in the other cards, it depicts a woman with her hands around the lion's mouth, right? And that makes me think of, most people see that image and they see her trying to open the lion's mouth, a strength card. I'm strong enough that the lion won't bite me and I could just open up their mouth, right? But for me, I see that card and I look at it like I don't think she's trying to open the lion's mouth. I think with her calmness and her tranquility, she's trying to close the lion's mouth, and she can only do that with calmness and inner strength and outer strength, so I definitely think that the way to beat this problem that you might have this week, not only outer strength, but inner strength and inner calmness, I think is key. Okay. Okay. We also have the Two of Wands reversed and the Fool card. So this to me is talking about you might it might be a good thing this week in some situations to kind of take risks, okay? So if you look at the fool, he is just, in his own little world, struggling and whatever, but he's actually like running off a cliff, okay? So, and he's not looking down, he's not worried about if he's gonna fall. Maybe he thinks he's gonna fly, who knows? But the point is he's taken the risk to jump off that cliff, okay? And with this Two of Wands reversed, usually this is about, planning and broadening your horizons in some type of way. But when this is reversed, this is telling me don't plan so much, just take risks, because I think especially with me, I'm an earth sign. We tend to plan things out to a fault. Thank you for the likes. And not really take chances like we need to, sometimes. And Spirit Guys just wants to put that out there that, this week is a really good time to take chances. Okay, earth signs? Awesome. Ooh, let me get something to drink because my throat's getting dry. All right, next up, water signs. Oh, here we go. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. If y'all want to stick around to the end, I'm doing free readings, okay? I am on water signs and then air, and then we will move on to free readings. Okay. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What is happening this week? What is happening? My throat's a little dry, man. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm really like a quiet person, so I don't talk much. I talk to the camera more than anything. All right. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's up for this week? What messages do they need to know? What advice do they need to know? Etc. Etc. All right, that was a good shuffle. I'm gonna leave that right there. Hey, sorceress, good to see you. Water sign, Scorpion. All right. I am surrounded by Scorpios, sorceress. Let me tell you. See my mom, my husband, my goddaughter, um, my grandpa, Cancer and Scorpios. all around me, which I don't mind. I love them. They're kind of like the opposite of me, so we mesh really well. I get along with Scorpios and Cancers a lot. All right, water signs. Let's see. Hey, hmm, what is with this night? Hmm, okay. Give me a sec. Again, sorry about the bouncy bouncy. I am on my bed. Okay. So, water signs. We got a Knight of Swords reversed, as well as a Five of Swords reversed. So, I think there is a situation here this week where um there was um some kind of goal or some kind of situation that's going to happen to where you might have to kind of fight for what you believe in some sort of way, or fight for your ideas, and I think you're kind of going about it in a way that isn't very productive. Okay, water signs. And I say that because we do have the Five of Swords reversed. Now, usually, if this is upright, this is about a battle won. Um, in a way that kind of like nobody gets hurt, right? It's like a you get your point across in a way that people will listen and people will understand, and people won't get as offended, usually. But with this being reversed, as well as the Knight of Swords reversed, again, communication, right? um I think that you were kind of going at it like you were coming on a little strong. Okay, let's put it that way. Hi, Marlene. Good to see you. Oh, I just got done with Virgos, but thank you. If you want to rewatch, I just did Earth signs, so yeah. And if you want to stick around, I am doing free readings right after these two element signs. So I definitely see that you were coming on a little strong, water signs, I'm not gonna lie. And I always say that, you know, when you're talking to people, and if you have a certain tone to it, even though you have very good and useful information, if you have the wrong tone, people are going to miss the whole point, okay? And they're just going to hear you and think you're an asshole, right? And they're not going to listen to a word you say. So we kind of got to approach these things in a more effective way than just like yelling at somebody, or kind of implying that they're an idiot. I'm not saying that you did this, but I'm just giving you an example. um this week, try to realize how your tone is and what you're saying. And if you're trying to win somebody over in an argument or in a conflict or whatever, there there are ways to do it to where you don't come off too strong or come off too mean, or I think you're kind of getting what I'm saying. Okay. And I honestly think because of that, you might be there might be a little pickle in your friend group, or your work group, or some kind of social group, could be family possibly. We got Three of Cups reversed. So this is about like three or more people who are not really happy with you right now, or one person in the group isn't happy with you, or something like that. And I think it probably because of this little situation right here. So just keep in mind, you don't have to be right all the time, okay? You don't have to. If it's going to cost, people you love, just keep your mouth shut. It's fine. It's fine. But if it's an important topic and you really need to put your, say what you need to say, and if they don't agree and it's a very important topic, then maybe you do need to cut some people out of your friend group, that's what this could mean, if they don't, for example, let's say that you have a homophobic person in your friend group and you didn't even know they were. And y'all had a discussion, and one thing led to another, and y'all disagree, and you find out they're homophobic. Well, maybe you don't need them in your French group because they're a bigot. You know what I mean? Just an example. All right. Another thing that spirit wants you to realize is this nine of swords reverse, nine of wands reverse. Um it's really healthy and a good thing to set up boundaries, okay? And not necessarily put a wall up, so people can't get in, but have healthy boundaries and, definitely um what am I trying to say? Not work on it, but have them boundaries and God, what am I trying to say? Use them, like you know what I'm trying to say. So many reversals, I know. And reversals aren't usually bad. It depends on the card. But have boundaries and implement them is what I'm trying to say. Like don't just have them up and be like, "Oh, let people in anyway through those boundaries." No, like implement them. You put them up for a reason, right? And this can also mean that since it's reversed, maybe you don't have enough boundaries or you have a little too much boundaries, okay? And you have like literally a wall up there where people can't come in or people are afraid to approach you, you know what I mean? So just keep in mind, if you have that wall up and you expect people to approach you and, start conversations with you and stuff, keep in mind, like some people can feel that, and they're not going to approach you. Okay. What else? Water signs for this week? Hmm, what's this page for? Oh, why am I getting these pages? What does this mean? Why? Okay. Okay. So, um, water signs. We got 7 of pentacles, so this is about we got this earlier too. So this is about like if you've been working really hard and you're kind of owed something in regards to finances, security, goods, things, that are like tangible in the world, you're going to get it. Like let's say that for example, somebody owes you money or something and they haven't paid you yet, you're going to get paid. Or if you're waiting on some type of loan or some kind of financial help, you might get good news regarding that. Something like that. Or even if you're looking for like a raise or something like that, or some kind of promotion, you might get that with this 7 of Pentacles. Because this is about like you already put the seeds in, you've already, you grew your tree and everything. Now you're actually picking the fruit from the tree. Okay. So you're getting paid from the hard work that you've already done, which is awesome. So that's always fun. But of course, there's going to be some burdens this week. There's going to be some responsibilities. Like if you're watching this, you're an adult, because I usually don't read uh under 18, which I really need to start saying that. I always forget to say that. But you know, adulting sucks. You're always gonna have responsibilities. You're always gonna have these burdens on your back. Um, but with this card, sometimes I like to say, even though there's all these wands on your back, all these burdens on your back, it's like you have more information now and more ideas now and more information than you did before, okay? So, it's not like you haven't learned anything in this journey, so just take what you learned and put down, what you don't need, and don't take on too much this week either, because that can lead to burnout and then, issues, okay? Water signs, cool. So, I got Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands reversed, as well as Ace of Pentacles. So if you're kind of looking for like a side hustle or like a second job or anything like that, I don't really see any new opportunities coming for stuff like that. With this Ace of Pentacles reversed, that just means there's no really, new opportunities. That doesn't mean that, you're going to be broke this week or you're going to lose your job or something. Sometimes it can mean that, just saying, but I feel like this just means if you're looking for a second job or a third job, this week might not be the best time to do that because there might not be anything open or available. Now, with these are weird. So, the pages are usually about really young people or naive people. So I don't know if you're around kid. I get the feeling this isn't gonna resonate for everybody, obviously, but if you're around kids a lot, um, I think this is pertaining to you, and I think the kids are like almost overwhelming. Like if you have kids and they are just, running all over the place, not listening and, stuff like that, that's what this can mean. This can mean that you work at a daycare and it's just harder this week for some reason the kids aren't listening. It's something about young people right here. Take as resonates. I'm not sure what spirit guys were trying to tell me there, but something about kids. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna move on to air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. For this week, April 10th through the 16th, 2023. Ooh. All right. What is happening for this week for our air signs? What messages, what advice, anything they need to know? Please, dear God. Thank you for the likes, guys. Y'all are awesome. And if you aren't subscribed yet, please do so. When I hit 200, I am only like 10 away or 20 away. I don't know, 20 away. I'll do a giveaway. So definitely subscribe. But the giveaway will be US only. I am so sorry, but that's the best I can do. All right, one more time and we'll see what air signs are going to be doing this week. All righty. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, that just came out. Upright reverse. Okay. Hmm. Let me get a clarifier on this ace and the two. Okay. All right. So, air signs. We have Ace of Pentacles, which is a good sign, as well as Queen of Swords. So, I definitely see that they're. Sorry, guy, I hear my mom. Definitely see that there are some new opportunities for some extra income, promotion, loans, anything new that has to do with finances, security, home, car, things like that. So that's great. And with this Queen of Swords right here, I think the opportunity has to do with communication and possibly education, things like that, things that you have to be very intellectual to do. um this could also mean, jobs where there's like weapons and knives and stuff, because we are talking about swords here. So this could be a teacher, counselor, mathematician, possibly, things that are, pertain to very smart, and probably certified people. Okay. So if you're looking for a job, awesome. Um, it's definitely not like an entry level type of energy I'm getting, for that. Um, we also have Two of Wands reversed here. So, I definitely think that, being an air sign, air signs are very kind of go with the flow type, signs. They kind of, wherever the wind takes them, that's where they're going to go, and they're happy that way, and that's fine. But spirit guides definitely want you to be planning things this week, because I think this week the energy can kind of get away from you, and if you don't plan things out, then you might be a little lost this week. I'm not sure what that pertains to. It might pertain to money, because we do have Six of Pentacles on top of that. But definitely just make sure you plan some things, if you and I yeah, I definitely feel like it has to do with money. Like, I would definitely, if you don't have any money saved for a rainy day, I would definitely do that. Because I see somebody either kind of asking you for help, financially, or for like a house, or not house, but somewhere to stay, something like that. Because if you look at this means charity, giving, things like that. But if you don't have anything saved, or you don't have a plan, then something financially is definitely going to pop up, like some expected expense, unexpected expense. Like, you might have like a flat tire or something, or, a bill is a little higher than it usually is. So if you don't have that within your budget, you're kind of screwed. You know what I mean? And that might even mean that you are going to have to ask for some type of help. Okay. Not only are they going to ask you for help, but this might mean that you might be asking somebody for help if you didn't plan accordingly, okay? Also, Six of Wands right here. So this means that this week could be some kind of homecoming or some kind of victory this week. Um, because if you look, everybody, this person just came from battle. Everybody's, cheering for him, and, is like happy he's home and stuff like that. So, you could be traveling to your hometown or something, or somebody is coming to visit you, a family member or a really good friend or something like that. Excuse me. But that's what I see. Definitely somebody coming home, or some kind of victory somewhere, which is, hey, victory is always good, right? Sorry. I don't know why I keep doing this. It is what it is. All right. What else? Yeah, okay. So you know how I just said, like, if something financial is coming, and if you don't something new financially, and if you don't plan, something unexpected could happen, like a flat tire or something. Guess what? Chariot reversed. Check your tires, check your car, check your oil, check, the liquids, check whatever you need to check on your car, because you might need a tune up or something. I think definitely something unexpected might happen this week for some of you, that has to do with your car. Okay, so just saying, something to look out for, or some kind of trip has been canceled or something like that this week. Eek. Okay. Yeah, definitely for some of you, I would make sure your car is up and running, okay? Because Ace of Wands reverse. So this to me, can sometimes represent being lost and being like in a new town or something and you don't have a map and your phone dies or something and you're kind of stranded somewhere, so that kind of coincides with the car thing. Just plan because you can, something can really go wrong and then you're screwed because you know technology is great, but it doesn't, it can glitch and it can die and, you need something tangible, okay? Not just, electronics and stuff like that, okay? You need something better because we have the sun reverse. So this is like unhappiness, um, you know, um, feeling kind of worthless and feeling dumb, feeling stupid. Like if I had just planned this earlier, this wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, please. Let me get a clarifier on this other one real quick. I kind of hurt my nose. This is Hierophant. Hmm. Okay. So I think this is what this is saying. So I have the Empress right here as well as a Hierophant reversed. So the Empress is like the mommy, the mother of the deck, that she's very nurturing, very sweet. Will, give you a hug if you need it and will take care of you if you need it. But the Hierophant reverse, this is about rule breaking. This could mean like corporations, possibly things like that. So sometimes when I get this confirmation, it's not going to be for everybody, but this could mean that you might have to put your child in like um for adoption or something, it's just something you don't want to do and with the Hierophant reversed. Um and this could also just mean that you're the type of person who doesn't like to break rules. You know what I mean? You're a very like kind of structured person. And the idea of like breaking rules kind of gives you anxiety, you know what I mean? But this is kind of inviting you like um to kind of yes, plan things and stuff, but don't be so structured that you lose your emprance um energy. You lose that taking care of yourself and others energy. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna just pull a little bit more for air signs and then we're gonna see if anybody has any questions for free readings and then we're gonna move on. What's this king? Okay, so there's also for some of you a masculine energy here, king of wands reversed, um who, okay, when I get this card, they're very manipulative, okay? They're possibly a narcissist, and they know what they want, and if they don't get what they want, they're gonna get what they want no matter who's in the crossfire, pretty much. And my advice is to kind of stay away from that kind of person. Because if you don't, you're gonna be this. You're gonna be left out in the cold, you're possibly gonna be homeless, and you're gonna be like in a very bad way. Okay. So that's just a warning from Spirit Guide. If you know this person, if they're like if you're in a relationship with this person, beware that they might kick you out or you really need to kick them out or something, or you need to leave them or something because that's not good energy at all. Just for some of you, okay? All right, air signs, awesome. So, that that is all the element signs. So, if anybody is here and has a question they would like me to ask tarot, I will do that. And If not, I will say goodbye to you guys. But thank you so much for watching. Okay, go ahead, sorceress. I'm all ears. Hi, Star Love Angel. How are you doing? Hope you're well. I'm good. I'm hanging in there, just doing some readings. Good. I'm glad you're good. Star Love Angel, if you have a question for a tarot, I am taking free readings right now. I can put you on the list if I can get the damn pen out of here. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and write sorceress on here just in case. Because I will get lost if I don't write these down. Sorceress. And then Star Love. Alrighty. So I am giving away a free uh one question one question readings on this live, and then if you have any additional questions, $5, pretty cheap. But if you have a question you don't want me to read in front of everybody, I mean there's only 3 people here. But all my private readings are confidential, so and you can purchase one of those and it's 35% off all month. So, you can do that too. Okay, sorceress. What are my magical powers as a witch? Ooh, good question. Good question. Let's see. Do you already practice sorceress? Are you have you been practicing a while, or give me a little bit of background if you feel comfortable. What is sorceress's powers as a witch? And we'll get started. Okay, let's see. Well, I've been studying for a while, but I haven't practiced yet. Okay, I kind of got that impression just because I got a page right here. Um, okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting to. Yeah, let me pull some more. I definitely feel like you really need to do. Do you meditate? Or do any kind of um magic that has to do with like going inside yourself and kind of really getting to know your higher self and things like that. um Only because I have the hermit right here. The hermit is a very, I don't wanna say closed off, but they realize that in order to kind of get to know themselves and kinda get to know their spirituality, that they need to be, isolated almost, you know, and kind of, that's why I was asking about meditating, because meditating is, like, very important when it comes to witchcraft, in my opinion. Um And if you look at this lantern, that lantern is like, no, unfortunately not. Okay, that's fine. But I think that's definitely what spirit guides is asking you to do, because I think that's really important. But if you see this lantern right here, this is like representing his soul or his essence, right? And I think in your okay. And I think in your situation, this is like your power that you're trying to find or trying to kind of hone. You know what I mean? So I definitely recommend meditating. And meditating kind of gets a bad rep sometimes because a lot of people think that you just sit there quiet and not think about anything. There's a lot of different methods of meditating. That's one, way you can do it, but for a lot of people, it's really hard to do that because our brains won't shut up. Like for me, it's really hard for me to do that. Like it took a lot of practice for to learn how to kind of shut off my overthinking, when I'm trying to meditate. So I think that's a really good thing for you to practice. But there's other forms like let's say you're a musician, if you play music, playing music can be very meditative. Is that a word? Meditative? Meditative? It would help you meditate, meditation isn't always just being still in darkness and not thinking, there's different ways of doing it. So definitely research different ways. Um, Binaural beats on YouTube is a great way to start. But start slow because that can really it can be a little intense. So start with beginner binaural beats and that will definitely help you kind of get in the mindset of meditating. But once you meditate, you can kind of go into, yourself and talk to your higher self, and then you can talk to your ancestors and your spirit guides, and they can kind of guide you in the right direction for your potential, you know what I mean? But I definitely see you being a earth-based witch. I think, your power might lie in the elements a lot, and especially like earth element. And I think you said you're a Scorpio, right? So water might be a really good thing for you to learn and pursue. But yeah, try to research element spells and element meditations and go out in nature and just listen, to the bird. That could be a great meditation, just going outside and listening, you know. Um, but I would recommend researching some beginner herbs and, make some blends and stuff like that and see if you resonate with that side of, magic because I definitely see that. And if you look, which is really cool, there's a peacock right there, and there's actually a peacock in my neighborhood over here. So I don't know, that was just interesting. Um, you also have judgment card right here. So I would definitely be careful of harsh on yourself and being too hard on yourself. And I get the feeling that maybe sometimes if you're not good at something, you kind of beat yourself up sometimes. So this is just saying, hey, this is going to take some practice, man. And it's going to take work to kind of find your path. You're not just going to find it within a year or even 2 years. It's going to take a while. Um, but yeah, try not to be hard on yourself. And if you can see judgment, he's like an angel and he's got a trumpet and he's calling on these different spirits and like they're dancing and stuff. So this to me can is trying to tell you definitely try to communicate with your spirit guides and stuff like that because I think they can really guide you to where you need to be, or where, your most potential is. Um and you might even be, I don't want to go as far as to say a medium, but you can definitely work towards that if you want to. And working with spirits and working with the dead and stuff like that. Um, there are definitely some books out there and some videos and stuff like that to kind of, if you want to go that route, to kind of hone those skills. You are a medium or you like it? Awesome. Yeah, that's what I see here. Good. What else? What else? What else? I think working with the dead can is a great magical practice in my opinion. Yeah, I like it too. Okay. Okay, so this is saying to me Ace of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. So this is saying to me, once you start meditating and you start researching and things like that, try not to get too overwhelmed and don't take on too much. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Um, just because if want for me at least, when I first started, I was reading like 5 books at a time and like trying to take on different types of magical workings and stuff like that. I would recommend picking something right now and kind of going all in for that thing. And then once you feel like you know enough, then start something else. Okay. Don't overwhelm yourself. And don't, if you be aware that you're going to start feeling a lot more and it might be really overwhelming emotionally. I don't know if you're already kind of like an empath or very intuitive. I think you are. But it can be very overwhelming. So if you start to feel really overwhelmed and filled with all of this emotion and different things, just take a break. It's fine. The craft will still be there when you're done. Okay? It's fine. Take care of yourself first. That's key. You have to take care of yourself first. And, I'm very empathetic and intuitive, but I doubt myself a lot. Yeah, I see that. And I did too. I still do sometimes. But I think that comes with that comes with the learning. Um, let me pull some more. Oop, yeah. We got the tower reverse. So this is about a lot of things inside your mind. Like this kind of coincides with what I said about taking on too much, okay? Um, you can have when you take on too much, your brain gets kind of overwhelmed and then your power gets overwhelmed a little bit and then that could potentially turn into like an issue like anxiety, or depression or things like that. So just kind of be careful. Um it's not like a big deal, just kind of keep that in mind. But I definitely think eventually you will definitely start to feel your natural power kicking in and you'll kind of know which way to go. You know what I mean? Three of wands right here. This is about like, finding your ships. Your ships are coming in finally, you're learning. But keep in mind, whenever new witches ask me, like, how do you get started, advice, things like that, um, I always tell them, like, it's really good to research, obviously, read books, watch videos, stuff like that. But if you don't actually practice, then you're not going to you're not going to get far. Okay. So you have to start practicing. Like I said, even if you pick one thing, like, working with the elements, practice it, make up spells, light candles, do stare at the flame for a little bit and try to manipulate the flame, do these little things because you can read all day long, but if you don't actually put it into practice, you will not become a real witch. I'm sorry, but you're not. Yeah, unfortunately for me, yeah. Okay, well, I think that's the best advice is to just, not only research, but you have to do these things. You have to practice because it is a practice, And once you try other things, you'll see patterns and you'll kind of see where your most potential and your power goes. So like if you practice a lot with the elements, and then you go on to practice a lot with divination or something like that, you might find that you were, pretty good with the element stuff, but you're really good at divination, so you have to try different things to kind of see where your energy flows the best. Okay. I hope that helped, star sorceress. Star love angel, you are next. Let's see. You want to know if Richard finds you attractive. Okay. Let's see. You're welcome. I hope it helps. I got a lot of earth um cards for you, sorceress, so I would start with elements. That'd be where I'd start. Meditation and elements. All right. Wait. Wow, it's already been an hour. It doesn't feel like that long. It's crazy. Okay, Star Love Angel, let's see. What was the question? What does Richard think of me? Um, find you attractive. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, Star Love, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Tarot tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So please keep that in mind and don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Um, let me pull a clarifier on this guy. Okay. I personally think that I I'm not sure if it's you or if it's Richard that is like really dealing with some issues right now. But either you or him are not even thinking about love right now. Like they are dealing with life stuff and I think it's him. I think you're just I don't think anybody's on his radar right now. I think either if it hasn't happened now, it's going to happen in the near future. Because we got the death reverse. This is like a major change, he's dealing with some kind of death right now. It doesn't have to be like a physical death, but like possibly like a death of an ego or he's finding things from himself that he doesn't like and he's trying to change, things like that. And he's I think he's trying to work on it, but he's okay. I wonder if he just got out of a relationship or something. Death ego, yes. Yeah, that's what I see. Um, and yeah, I don't think he's looking for love at all or anything. At least love, like he might be looking for, temporary physical attraction or whatever. Um, yeah, he got a really okay, that makes sense because I think he's trying to deal with that because we got what is this, 8? Yeah, 8 of cups. And this is usually about moving away from something, in this case a relationship, but he's trying to make sure everybody has closure. He's trying to make sure he dots his i's and crosses his t's, and he's making sure everything's lined up in a neat kind of order before he fully lets go of this relationship. um and and I think because of that right now, emotionally he's very naive and he's just it it's kinda like nothing almost, like, he's, very, closed off, he's very closed off. Let me pull some more. Yeah, he feels like yeah. Yeah, that last relationship, he feels like 5 of swords reversed, he worked on it, he worked on it, he worked on it, he tried and tried and tried, and he still lost the battle, like, no matter what he did, it still didn't work out, and I think that's really bothering him right now. 8 of Pentacles, this is like mastery. It's like I kept working at it. I kept working at it. Like this could even mean that, I worked so hard just to take care of us and it still didn't mean shit. So, um, to be honest, Starlove, I don't see him even yeah, he's looking for like new opportunities and money and stuff. I don't see anything about attraction or love right here, to be honest. He's not my type, but gave me the vibe he liked me. Okay. Yeah, I Wheel of Fortune, I definitely think he probably does think you're cute and attractive, but as far as, like, a relationship goes and, like, things, like commitment and things like that, that's not even on his radar right now because he's gotta get rid of these burdens and the shit that he's dealt with first. That's what I see. But yeah, with this, Wheel of Fortune, I definitely think he thinks you're attractive, but I don't think right now, at least, it's gonna amount to anything. Unfortunately, sorry. He knows he's out of my league anyways. I mean, look, it is what it is, girl. Yeah, that's probably what it is too. He probably just feels like, you know, I couldn't even get her anyway, even if I was ready. So, yeah, I hope that helped. Star Love Angel. All right. If anybody has any other questions, I can answer them. Otherwise, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. And thank you for everybody who came in and watched me and liked the video and all of that good stuff. I appreciate it. You're very welcome, Starlove. Very welcome. He did not want to feel uncomfortable. Oh, just did not want to feel uncomfortable when I do see him if he was attracted to me. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I see his plate's full right now. I wish you a great lunch. Thank you so much, sorceress. Me too. I found this vegan meat, because I'm vegetarian. Um, this lunch meat is so freaking good. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but it is bomb. It is so good. So I'm gonna go eat a sandwich. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and go if there's no other questions. Um, I will try to get on sometime this week and do some more free readings. Depends on what happens because I gotta take my dog to the vet this week, and plus it's my grandmother's and my god kid's birthday. So we'll see how it goes. If not, I will definitely be on Saturday to do free readings, and then next Monday we'll do next week. Okay. Please like and subscribe. Once I get 200 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a US only giveaway. Um, yeah. And I have a newsletter. If you want to sign up for the newsletter, that is down below. And keep in mind, all month of April, if you use code April on checkout, 35% off all the readings that I do. Okay. And I can even read your pets. If you are having difficulty connecting with your pet, I can do a tarot reading on that. Um, I also have a link down below if you have ever gotten a reading from me and would like to give me a truthful testimonial, trying to build those up. Definitely do that, please. And what else? If you like to tip, also, if you like to, support me and you like what I do, there's also links down below for that too. All right. Y'all have a grave day, and I will see y'all next time. You did? Oh, thank you, sorceress. Thank you. Um, I will see y'all next time. Pleasant screams, bugs and kisses, and stay magical, my friends. Bye, y'all.